Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're playing the game Palia, and I'm going to be showing you my gardens again. It looks like the game currently caps you on how many of these farming plots that you can get. Probably it's level based, so I am at maximum plots. I can't buy any more farmland currently, but I'm thinking that's going to change. I am still producing the seeds. Got 4 seed makers going. I also upgraded my sawmills. I got 2 sawmills upgraded. I think you'd call this like the tier 2 sawmill. I haven't upgraded my smelters because I haven't really had a need to, because they seem to do what I need them to do. And if I got I've got copper here. That's one of the things I wanted to say in this video, is if you find copper in the world, you want to get it, and you want to get it smelted. You want to get it to make it into bars, because that's used. Those copper bars are used for a lot of things in this game. So if you go to the crafting table, you will see that copper is just used for a lot of items in this game, especially the arrowheads. I only use these standard ones, and the standard ones require 1 copper bar to make 20 of them, and that's the only arrowhead that I use in the game, and it's 1-shot kill. But I am using the tier 2 bow. So if I go to R, you'll see that I've got the upgraded bow, or the tier 2 bow. It's not the basic one, it's the one up from there. And I've got some damage on some of my items. So I'll go to my anvil here and repair. Only requires 11 of the kits. I have 32 of them. Now everything's repaired. But while I'm in here, I'm going to show you how the cooking works in this game. It's quite fun. So you go up to the cook stove, and it's going to tell you the ingredients that you need. You need some sort of vegetable, and I have the tomatoes in my inventory. And then you need some sort of spice. and then it also requires any mushroom. Now the mushroom is part of the prep process of the mini game, I'm going to call it. So you'll see this in a second. So you need the prep station. So when you go to make your kitchen, you're going to make your stove, but you got to make your prep table too for this to work, because they work with each other. So if I add a vegetable, I add the spice, I add the prepped items, I stir it, I'm going to get this stew. And I wanted to use the quality ingredients, so I'm going to click on that because I've got those in my storage. What's nice about this game is you don't have to be holding on to the items physically, that you can just be in your storage. Then I'm going to hit make. All right, so this little mini game, so I've got a minute to kind of get this done. So I want to prep the mushrooms, and it's like a little mini game, and you just got to be Johnny on the spot when you go to chop these things, and you got to do 8 of them. So once you've done that, go back to the stove, and you add the ingredients with the left mouse click, and now it's just going to ask me to stir it. Once it's stirred, it's successfully been done, and then I can collect it. And I get 3 of them, 3 of the hearty meals. I get 3 of them. So now because I'm using quality ingredients, I'm going to use the same thing. I'm going to hit make. I'm going to go back to the prep table. So it's a pretty neat cooking mini game. You know, it's not just blah. It's like you got to actually do something. Stir it up here. Success. And then I'm going to just pick it up. Now down in my hot bar, you'll see I've got 10 of them now with the star. If you look at the 2 command, you'll see that I've got them. And if I go to inventory, you'll see that I've got hearty vegetable soup, the star next to it, so I get 150 focus when I eat those. So I've got plenty of those now. I don't need to cook anymore. So I had just harvested my tomatoes. I haven't watered yet because I just harvested those. I'm gonna throw the remaining tomatoes because I needed the tomatoes to make the meal. So I made 10 of them. So I've got server connection lost. Okay, that's a new one. Yeah, server connection lost. So I can't put anything here. So let's just go outside and come back into my, because your housing is instant base. Oh no, it looks like the server went down. Oh, bummer, bummer. That's all right. I wonder if it'll let me water my plants. My guess is probably not. Yeah, I can't even do basic functions right now. But that's okay. You got the gist of the cooking. I'm going to, when I get back on the server, I'm probably going to have to leave the server, come back in. I'll throw my tomatoes in here to sell. You'll notice that I've got like 8 grand right now. I've only played this game for 3 days. I've got 8 grand gold. You can see it up here. The server connection loss window is kind of blocking it. I got 8,000 gold coins. I've got, as you can see, all these things going here in my world. I've even bought, I bet it won't, I wonder if it will let me go to the screen. Oh yeah, I've even expanded the land that I own. See all this where my mouse is? I've bought all this land. And what you do is you go to the town office and you buy these little tokens with renown, and you unlock the land nodes. So I'm unlocking these, and I'll spend some of my gold to unlock these, because my next hope is to buy an add-on to my house. That's what I'm hoping for, is to add a bigger house structure over here. So that would be my plan moving forward. But overall, the game's been great, and this is the first time I've had server connection issues. My guess is they might have went down for a hot fix. I just probably haven't paid attention to it. But the game's been pretty easy. So the takeaway from this video is get your tomatoes going. Make sure they're going. Also, anytime you see copper in the world, get the copper, because you're going to need it for a lot of things in this game. So it's never too, you can't have too much of the copper. And that's really it, folks. That's all I can really show you. I was going to show you how the tier 2 trees worked in this game. I wonder if I can get in my storage. I can. So in my storage, there's it's called heartwood wood, and then you can make them into heartwood planks. I've already made them into the planks. And you're probably wondering, how do you get the heartwood itself? Well, it's in the second zone. So if you go into your first zone where the town is, and then you go east and you go into the next zone over, what you want to do is cut down pine trees. They look like pine trees. And that's where you'll get that heartwood, is any pine tree that you cut down in that zone. And then you bring those trees to your cutters or your sawmill, and you make them into planks. And those planks will allow you to upgrade your tools. Oh, there we go. We're lost. It finally kicked me. And I wonder if it'll let me go back in. Maybe it will. All right, let's see if it lets me in smoothly or not. Let's see here. Let's see what it's going to do. Yeah, it looks like it's going to, I think it's having some issues right now. It's just unfortunate that it happened while I'm in the middle of my video. But yeah, it looks like usually it only takes a matter of a few seconds to load into the world. My guess is it's down for maintenance, or they're having some server issues. But that's it, folks. Thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.